stress, but it's hard to digest with the sound of your chest. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. 1, 2, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. On my ride. Yo, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. On my big ball. Yo, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. On my fly lady. Yo, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. On my street people. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. Got y'all bouncing again. Bouncing again. Bouncing again. Man, that's got you bouncing again. Bouncing again. Bouncing again. Got y'all bouncing again. Bouncing again. Bouncing again. Come on. Bouncing again. Bouncing again. Bouncing again. Can do now. I give it all away. You're like my reason for life when my dreams seem so far away. You give me all that I don't fade. I don't wanna go to war. You don't wanna give me peace. I can never leave you alone, even when I'm overseas. If I gotta do a show, you coming with me. Baby girl, you a prime time. I don't care if everybody see. Couple weeks I had to leave, now I'm coming back. Tell me you love me and don't let me go. Even when it's ugly and money get low. Trust me, even when it's one thing right after the other, the nerve really miss me. I know it's been 15 long days since I've been away. Tell me you waiting at home with the baby and tell her that daddy's so proud of the way. She teaching her mama and daddy to be more like kids and still handle the biz on the road. Cause I got a dream that I never could sing to say. Excited to see where it goes. I love the environment. I could provide you with just like a writing about you in these songs. Couple weeks I had to leave, now I'm coming back off road. Tell me you love me and tell me you love me and tell me you love me and don't let me go.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the LA Chargers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he's across the 40 for an extra yards to the 43.
Taken down.
From the 43, here's second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hampton. And early task, 2 plays in. This is 32.
It's a goal yard. Brings up third down and 2.
Let's go. Go.
Herbert. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commander's touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
You should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do. I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think. You should get out of my way. Get your
The Charger drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You talk about this Washington defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Here's Herbert. Well, he was caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Chargers
out of the gun, Herbert. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
For a tight end, he's got good straight-line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
59. Home trips right. Baylor Tiger.
Herbert throwing again. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down. The Chargers had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Over the middle, complete. It's Hampton. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Again, Herbert. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up.
That's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks. And you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his puncture.
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. To throw is Daniels. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, in that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Daniels looking to throw. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first.
First down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Daniels steps away. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Here's Daniels. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. On 4th down, the Commanders send out Matt Gay to try the field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now and 10-3. These as kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll start it out with a run by Hampton.
And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Ram. Set. 380. Go.
Now it's Herbert. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. The end result, 21 yards.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Set. Black 80. Home troops right. What is it?
To the air again, Herbert. That's complete. Lambert Smith. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. To the left side, he's got McConkey. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Lad McConkey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. Well, at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
23 yards on the tuck and run.
The sack on 1st down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the 1st.
Ready, break.
In motion, Hill. Off the play fake, Daniels. Rolling to his left. Caught out left side by Robinson. He can only get a yard after all that. It's 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Mason Jr., his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Gay is on for the point after. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10.
Commanders 17, Chargers 10.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will be taken in the end zone, and no run back forthcoming, so they will bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Buying time to his left. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Ray.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Washington on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Herbert now. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
17 yards. And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. They'll find Najee Harris. So from the 26-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Commanders 26.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack it back at the 36. It was Von Miller who shot in there to get him down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take down from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this will stay at a 7-point game. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield. And down to the 43. 58 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Daniels. Pass pass to the right. There's Jones.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's second down.
Defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball, has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9.
Come on. 60 Bison. Viking, 18.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. The 20. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 39 yards there, a big one. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
In motion, Hill. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Let's go. Ready?
To the air goes Daniels.
Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down right at the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal.
Ready?
Daniels going to try to sneak. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Okay.
Field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal.
18 Cardinal.
Daniels going to throw for it.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game, a minute left. More than enough time to string a few completions together, push the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The 13-yard line.
Set. Related.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Throw left side complete. That's Johnston. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Herbert. That is caught. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
Herbert. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
4 yards. That's another Chargers first down.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here.
Second and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will cut this lead back down 4 now, 17-13. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal,
Washington
not much time
will
left
take
on the
over
clock.
first and 10.
That's the way to go into the half.
35-yard line.
Let's go.
A final shot before break. Daniels. And going deep for Hill. And incomplete on the deep ball. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback. And they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep the tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Second and 1. Get him down as he's inside the 40. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
To throw is Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Daniels looking to throw.
forced out to his left. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
Now Daniels.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up third and long. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
And that is incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
For the Washington field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through. And that'll make this a 7-point game. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. And all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
At the 42-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. Steps away to his left. And he will slide down, but a penalty marker down as well. And it looks like this is going to be all for naught. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Herbert going to give to Hampton. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd down. Herbert. And this one's incomplete.
Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football to double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down, take the completion, keep moving.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Oh, and that is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Here's Daniels. Being chased out left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And take it right on the 30. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. Calling a gain of a yard. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Watch out for Hill on the return. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
17-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Off the play fake, Daniels. Tuli Pelotu got in and dropped him.
Daniels sacked. A loss of 16 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. To throw from his end zone, Daniels. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover the end.
Oh, had to get it out quickly, but it's blocked.
And that's truly the way to change field position, isn't it? Block the punt and then take over inside the 5-yard line. What a tremendous job by them. You change momentum, you change field position, and give yourself a chance to score.
Our first carry for Najee Harris.
And now out there, he does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Najee Harris well done for work down here near the end zone. That's a nice job there to hold him up. But I doubt we've seen the last of him on this drive.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Ready.
Hampton. Going to be hit and not at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. And the defense rises to the challenge. They get him down for a loss of 2, and it brings up 4th and goal. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And this one is right through.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3 with a starting field position like that. 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Mustang 19. Ready?
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. They're going deep for Hill. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Elijah Molden. And the Chargers are right back in this football game.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The drive begins with a carry by Hampton. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
39-yard line.
Back to throw. Herbert.
He gets it to Johnston.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Hampton.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 5 5 times in their many chances thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Trying to run for it with Hampton.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Hampton, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. An extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
After the turnover, here's Herbert.
He'll dump this off to Hampton, complete.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
A run once more with Hampton.
And he works free. I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Herbert.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
Chargers going to signal for the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He gets this to Hampton. And he gets it down to the 32. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
But it leads to 4th down.
21.
They snap it to Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Back to throw here, Herbert. That's complete. Lambert Smith.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 7-yard line.
80. Kappa. 59.
Herbert back to the air.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Chargers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Chargers 30. Commanders 20.
Kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. When you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And they'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. 22 yards there, a first down.
22 yards. First down, Washington.
Trap 60.
To the air goes Daniels.
Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on
EA Sports. Here comes second down.
70.
And they go play action. Daniels. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. That is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
27.
So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And he's got it to about the 40. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Go.
Herbert. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Now it's Herbert. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Now Herbert. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Quentin Johnston, 28 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. This is 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Daniels. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
needed to connect on it. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Gets this to Fant.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Well, they need to score, and score quick. One timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10. And that nearly intercepted. The free safety rolling into position, almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now Daniels.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Robinson up the middle. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter play. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Daniels going to throw for it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go.
Throwing now is Daniels. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. To throw is Daniels. Open man Hamler, that's complete.
Complete to A.J. Hamler. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Well, some